but they're not going to be any better. And speaking of Cuomo and his massive ego, his resignation and really the scandal itself has caused a big problem for a group of people you might not even be thinking about. But I'll tell you all about them. It's KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Tropical Storm Fred is swirling toward the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Forecasters are now warning heavy rains could cause dangerous floodings and mudslides. Astrology experts say this year's Perseid meteor shower is about to get even more spectacular. NASA says about 50 to 100 meteors will be available every hour tomorrow morning and Friday. And Instagram's rolling out some new measures to reduce racist, sexist, and homophobic posts. One new feature available today will automatically hide comments and message requests from users who don't follow you. We'll take a look at your drive with the KFI in the sky and the 10 next.
So how are those Solar Max panels treating you?
Wonderfully. I don't get to see them much because they're on the top of the house. But I'm saving money and I keep cool in the summer heat because Solar Max does everything under one roof right here in SoCal. I get the best service.
And Solar Max has an exciting new offer right now. The Tesla 420 panels and power walls for $79.96 per month and zero down.
Dial pound 250 on your cell phone and say the keyword Solar Max, pound 250 and say Solar Max, or go to solarmaxtech.com. Monthly payment available on approved credits. The guest will be number 97204.
It's time. Get out and enjoy life and get rid of all those creepy critters. Call Dewey Pest and Termite, now with 33 branches statewide. Get Dewey's free inspection and ask about the $100 radio discount. Search deweypest.com/radio.
SoCal weather from KFI. We've got a mostly sunny day ahead. Warm temperatures from the mid-70s to the low 100s. This report is brought to you by Dewey Pest Control. Let's take a look at your drive on the 10.
You betcha, and a section that's actually in pretty good shape, surprisingly now. The westbound 10 from Pomona all the way to downtown Los Angeles. It's really not too bad. A little slow approaching the 605. That's to be expected, really, not too bad. And then a little slow west of there through Rosemead. But basically, it's a good trip all the way. And the West 60, by the way, 605 is the 7th day. I don't know how this happened. It's wide open. Don't ask questions. Just keep on driving. New World Pass, that's the problem that we're headed for now. It's kind of unusual, too. North 14, just past the 514 split, so more on that coming up. I just wanted to warn you about a problem that we left just a little while ago. South 57 at Via Verde, that's before you hit the 10, 57, 71 interchange and all that. The two right were blocked. I would like to think that they've cleared the problem. It wasn't overturned, but it was still jammed from the 210 going south on the 57. The only surface street, it's not easy, but the only surface street that was good is a little bit west of there, Grand. It's a straight street from the 210 all the way down to 10. So if you're running late, I'd use it. More of the New Hall Pass coming up. Injured in an accident is Superwoman, Superlawyer.com, Jeff KFI in the sky.
This report is sponsored by Grocery Outlet. At Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, you can get otherworldly deals on incredible brand name items every day. It's what they call bargain bliss. Check out the amazing prices on produce, wine, meat, and organic items. It's no wonder all customers end up feeling such bliss.
Rates subject to change without notice. Minimum loan amount requirements apply. 60% loan to value and 740 FICO credit score. Certain restrictions apply. Subject to credit approval. NMLS 3290. Loans made or arranged pursuant to a California Finance Lenders Law license number 6036970. Equal housing lender.
Unbelievable. Home loan rates have dropped again at IntelliLoan. Today, IntelliLoan is offering a 1.875% rate in the APR with no points and no lender fees. Did you hear that? A 1.875%. Don't think you qualify? I bet you haven't called IntelliLoan. You don't have to have perfect credit to get this great home loan. So lock in this unbelievably low 1.875% fixed rate in APR with no points and no lender fees. So call IntelliLoan before the rates go up. Call them at 1-800-918-6200. That's 1-800-918-6200. Or just go to IntelliLoan.com.
IntelliLoan. Borrow smart.
At Sit and Sleep, we know the people are experts at all kinds of things, except one, how to shop for the right mattress.
Right, Dad. Shopping for a mattress isn't something you do every day, or even every 8 years.
That's why Sit and Sleep has mattress experts with an average of 10 years experience, and bed match technology that scientifically recommends just the right mattress for you.
So for expert advice, trust your sleep to Sit and Sleep.
You know, Drew, I'm an expert at other things.
Like what?
Screaming free!
Seller's Advantage.
You call them up if you want to get out of here. You can't live in a place where they won't let your kids go to school, all right? Your kids are going to get permanently damaged by this. And if they won't let you work, what's left here? Go where you can get a job. Go where the schools are open. Call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy your house as is. And they can make this happen quickly. You don't have to fix up your house. You don't have to clean it. There's no strangers walking into your home. Those open houses are dreadful. No such thing with Seller's Advantage. In fact, they'll close on your home in days if that's what you need, or months. They're highly reviewed on Google, A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. Seller's Advantage has purchased over 10,000 properties since 2007. BRE number 0196-1658. SellersAdvantage.com. Call them. 888-321-AS-IS. 888-321-AS-IS. 888-321-AS-IS.
The Dodgers win! Finally, the wait is over. The Dodgers are the champions of 2020.
Join us on Wednesday, August 18th, as the Dodgers take on the Pittsburgh Pirates and bring home your own piece of history. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a 2020 World Series replica ring courtesy of Bank of America. Get your seats today, as you won't want to miss this giveaway. To purchase, visit Dodgers.com/tickets.
The French created fries, kissing, poodles. The Hamptons perfected relaxing, beaching, partying. We took both and made the world's favorite rosé. Hampton Water, born in France, raised in the Hamptons, made just for you. Hampton Water scores high with 90-point ratings 3 years running and a place in the top 100 list, proving we're the world's favorite rosé. Bring Hampton Water with you no matter the occasion. Hampton Water, make a splash. Rosé responsibly.
If you thought you missed the lowest mortgage rates in history, you're in luck. They're back. Mortgage rates are near historic lows again. So if you have a mortgage, refinance it and forget it. You'll never have to worry about refinancing again. Network Capital Funding is offering a low 30-year fixed rate at 2.25% with a 2.37 APR. Incredible! Network Capital has built a reputation for saving people time and money with our unique process that's fast, simple, and secure. Our 30-year fixed rate is 2.25% with a 2.37 APR. Second chances don't come around often, and you may never see these rates again. So refinance it and forget it. That's a 30-year fixed at 2.25%. Yes, 2.25% with a 2.37 APR. Call the experts at Network Capital right now. Call 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1-HIT. As in home run. Call now and save big on your refi. 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1448. NMLS ID 11712. Not licensed in all states. Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Licensed by the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the Financing Law. Number 603D787. An equal opportunity lender. Rates subject to change and may not be available at rate law. Discount points may apply. Subject to credit approval. Call 800-500-1448 for additional cost information.
There's just something weird when you move out of state. It's like cheating on California.
If you move to Austin today, you're going to be around people who moved from other places. Sure, much more so than you would be around Austin Heights, Austin and Gary and Shannon. The Ennets. Weekdays at 10 a.m. On KFI.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Good morning, it's the Bill Handel Show. Bill recovering from heart valve replacement surgery. He's doing good. Oh, this is a very special day. Because, of course, as usual, we have Clark Howard here for Cheapskate University. But I'm looking at him right now. He's going to be here in the studio. He's in that room through the glass at the moment. It's like you're in a vivarium right now, Clark. Somebody want to come over there and dangle mealworms over your head. But he's going to be right here helping us save a lot of money. Hey, Clark, we have deals of the week this time? We do? Absolutely, deals of the week. All right, that's coming up after first I tell you about some, you know what? About some items that if you can find them, you can probably get for cheap. And it has to do with the resignation of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and the sexual harassment scandal. And here's what it is. Before he was a sexually harassing creep and a disgraced governor who has resigned, he was a big deal celebrity. Remember in the early part of the pandemic, he would come on every day and do these elaborate and long presentations about COVID and what they were doing in New York. And a lot of times he would schedule them to go on opposite the then Trump administration COVID briefings. And because this was before most people knew what a creepy was, people loved it. They flocked to these daily updates from all over the country and even the world, and he became a celebrity. His profile went through the roof, his approval ratings went through the roof, and then people, and I mean quite a few people, started, quote, confessing that they had a crush on him. He became a weird kind of sex symbol. And then came the merch. Baseball hats, pillows, bobbleheads, candles, greeting cards, coffee mugs, all of this stuff with his name and or his face on them. And they sold. They sold well. And some of these things were not cheap. There's a fashion brand called Lingua Franca. They sold cashmere sweaters with the phrase Cuomo-sexual hand embroidered on them. $400. And people bought them. Now, Cuomo-sexual, that term was, there was a comedian on YouTube named Randy Rainbow, who seems to be the first person to ever use the phrase Cuomo-sexual. It was picked up in the popular media, and there's so many items now that say either Cuomo-sexual or some of this Cuomo merch says Cuomo for president. That's not going to happen. And now he is rightfully so a disgraced creep. And all these people are sitting on all this Cuomo merch, and they don't know what to do. So what a lot of them are doing is they're taking down their listings. Where you used to be able to see entire Cuomo merch online stores, now, if you really want a Cuomo-sexual t-shirt, you're going to have to do some digging. Etsy will probably have some. Any of the places that allow you to upload a design, they will probably still have this available. Zazzle, TeePublic, Redbubble, any of these places. But who wants one now, unless you're going to wear it ironically? And the New York Times was reporting on this and looking into the phenomenon of all of this closeout Cuomo merch. So they were calling people who still had the stuff for sale online, and they were finding that after they would call them to talk to them about it, that then those sellers would pull those listings, because nobody who thinks about it wants to be associated with him anymore. So I would imagine, if you know how to do it, you could probably buy a big lot of Cuomo-sexual t-shirts at a steep discount. And I also wonder if we'll ever see anybody wearing one in public again. So that's what's going on with him. And that does kind of bring up the idea of getting bargains and creative ways to save money. And one way would be buy a bunch of Cuomo-sexual t-shirts and then wear those around. But that's a bad idea. So Clark Howard's going to be here live in the studio with me with good ideas for how to save money. Right after a news update from Jennifer Jones-Lee, this is KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
LA County Health Director Barbara Ferrer says COVID-19 case numbers will keep going through September. She says that's mainly because of testing mandates at schools and businesses in the county, but she's adamant that vaccines are effective. Ferrer says the agency will put out a revised health order this week for all workers at healthcare facilities to be fully vaccinated by September 30th. Some hospitals, especially in the South, are getting overwhelmed again with COVID-19 patients, and this time many of them are children.
something to cheer us all up during this pandemic.
Thank you so much, guys, and thanks for feeding the whole staff. We appreciate you. Still had a new requirement if you're going to visit loved ones in the hospital.
Plus, a Southern California surfing school owner under arrest, a disturbing crime that he's accused of committing.
Also had a rookie firefighter save the night to look at his tough battle on his first day on the job.
And Russell Westbrook officially part of the purple and gold. His big welcome to the Lakers. That's coming up.
This portion of the news brought to you by Jacoby and Myers. Justice for you since 1972.
We've been doing this a long time. We've seen thousands of auto accident cases. Between the freeways and rush hour traffic, California's roads can be a dangerous place to drive. People get injured every day. In cases of serious injury, remember, your lawyer matters. Your lawyer matters to the insurance company. Your lawyer matters to the jury. And let's face it, your lawyer matters to the result. The law firm with a reputation and experience to win your case. Choose Jacoby and Myers.
At Carl's Jr., this is where the stars align. With a buttery sourdough, that decadent, elegant outer blow. This is where I wanna be, where the taste is straight on.
Come taste the new sourdough star at Carl's Jr. It's pure poetry. Taste your happiness.
Summer can't be contained to just one moment. It can be exhilarating, breathtaking, refreshing, and so much more. So never settle for just any summer. Make yours ultimate. Receive a credit of up to $3,500 through September 6th. All right, let's do this.
Thanks for the number.
Ooh, I like this.
Brilliant.
This is why it's how it's enough of you. You heard it, right?
I believe in hope. I believe in belief. We'll die for you, Coach. That's a little dramatic, but I see how you got there.
Carl's Jr. Sourdough Star. Gotta have bacon. When those flavors hit, there's no mistaking. That sourdough toast is so right, every bite is a piece of paradise.
Come taste the new sourdough star at Carl's Jr. It's pure poetry. Taste your happiness.
When your cereal with Fairlight, it's more like cereal. It's ultra filtered milk. Plus 60% more protein, 50% less sugar. Turn nutrition into nutrition. Fairlight, ultra filtered milk. Belvita. Give it breakfast biscuit. Give it. Sip it. Belvita biscuit. Dip it. Sip it. Belvita biscuit. Double dip it. Double sip it. Belvita biscuit. Make every morning delicious with Belvita. What I love best about working on the early morning news is the fact that it doesn't feel like work. I always say that I couldn't get up at 2 a.m. for any other job in the world, but I can easily get up at 2 a.m. for this one. We'll get you a live look here in just a second, but you can expect for your ride. But the 605 is sometimes challenging, especially since right here at Washington Boulevard. So there's 3 cars, left lane's blocked. I say challenging because a lot of times people are driving the stretch of the 605 time to get to that 5 freeway, and you see it, it's almost sold out. My goodness, you're going to really ride those brakes from as far back as the 60 freeway. Our Caltrans camera to get you that live look at the conditions and everything else that you can expect. So here's the deal. That 405 freeway looks really good here. We don't see that cut as much as we saw earlier. There's a little humid, that kind of thing. You move farther to the south, and the conditions tighten up, of course, as you get closer and closer to LAX, but we don't have anything in lanes. So that is some good news whether you go north or south outside on the stretch of the 405. It's great for me to say it as well. Senator LG Mark Crispy.
All right, thank you very much. Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Wednesday, already halfway through the week. Plan this one. Then come back on Monday. Come on. Who wants to come back on Monday? 75, 86 into the high of Los Angeles. Up to 101 degrees. 102 in the high desert. They have all the way through this morning and this afternoon. 99 for the Inland Empire, 88 Orange County, partly cloudy skies. Well, thank you. Some hospitals in Orange County are being overwhelmed by the latest surge of COVID-19 cases. Patients are said to be waiting in ambulances outside of emergency rooms. In some cases, ambulances have been turned away from hospitals. According to the OC Healthcare Agency, ambulance wait times have not been this bad since the second wave of COVID-19 infections last winter. Orange County's Emergency Medical Services Director Carl Schultz says he might order hospitals to take patients no matter how full they are. 90% of people hospitalized for coronavirus in Orange County are unvaccinated.
And in California, health authorities have released a guide today. It limits hospital visitors to only those who are fully vaccinated or have a recent negative COVID-19 test. 325 Alina Bogan is at Northridge Hospital with all the details. Alina.
Lynette, good morning. I just want to clarify right off the top, this is not for people visiting the hospital for treatment. This is for people visiting a loved one at the hospital. Now, this essentially goes out to all California hospitals. It is all about creating a safe space within our hospitals. Now, take a look. This specifically applies to all general acute hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, and intermediate care facilities. Effective immediately, anyone visiting any one of these places must either show proof of the vaccine or get a COVID-19 test, show negative tests taken within the last 72 hours. Documentation must include a valid vaccination card or an electronic copy. The other option is a vaccination record from the state. Now, in extreme cases, there are some exceptions. Take a look at this. If you are someone visiting a patient in critical condition and do not have time to show proof or to get the test, also if the patient is near death. These are the two only exceptions for now. The California Department of Public Health issued this mandate this week amid a spike in COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations across the state. This also comes as the state has now made it mandatory for employees at healthcare facilities to get the vaccine. So again, it is all about ensuring that no one from the outside brings in the virus. For several months, hospitals have been limiting the number of visitors to COVID-19. Now, back out your lives, there is one other exception. If you're someone who is hesitant about getting the vaccine and do not want to show proof of a negative test, well, you can still visit your loved ones outside, and you must still wear a mask. Thank you very much, Alina. We're reporting live. Send back to the studio.
Alina, thank you. The founder of the Santa Barbara Surfing School for Children has been arrested for allegedly killing his two young children in Mexico. I want to warn you the details about this story are indeed disturbing. Authorities say 40-year-old Matthew Taylor Coleman traveled to Rosarito with his 1-year-old and 3-year-old on Saturday. On Sunday, he allegedly went to a ranch where a farmhand later reported finding the bodies of the children. Investigators say the boy and girl had each been stabbed as many as a dozen times in the chest with a wooden stake. Taylor was arrested Monday as he tried to re-enter the U.S. Taylor's wife filed a missing persons report saying she feared for the well-being of her children.
Two LA City councilmen are calling for an ordinance aimed at banning ghost guns. The motion introduced yesterday would effectively prohibit the possession, purchase, sale, or transportation of the weapons and their parts. Those guns are kit guns, which are virtually untraceable, come 80% assembled and being completed at home through legally purchased parts, which require no background check. According to city officials, one good law guns used in crimes and recovered by the LAPD last year were ghost guns.
Orange County rookie firefighter Daniel Smith had to endure a literal trial by fire. Monday night, Smith, who had never fought a live blade before, was called to a condo complex fire in Lakeport. OC Fire Authority officials say Smith did well in his first fight. Along with the rest of Engine 19, they quickly extinguished the fire and saved multiple condos. Congratulations to firefighter Smith.
All right, still ahead, $57,000 in cash for private state title. And hot and humid with a chance of thunderstorms in some areas. Mark Christie is back in the house, and he'll be up next with a complete look at your forecast.
And the play of the day, the Dodgers star that pulls off what is called the coolest baseball slide in MLB history.
Okay, we know it from Prison Break and The Walking Dead. This is the way actors their way. Callie joins us live to talk about her new podcast series.
Traffic is brought to you by Spectrum Mobile. That's it. Don't switch. You know the way it gets down. I'm rolling. What you know? Run your spectrum. Somebody says
Peter shows up and never goes to the
Passing passengers are prisoners. Teacher service up and never postal and boom. And my pressure is responsible for
Stretch Profit Superfast Internet key to all their customers. Switch to Spectrum 200 megabit internet for only $44.99 a month with Buster. So, you have a satellite contract. Well, buy a new satellite TV contract up to $500. Hello? Spectrum? Wait. It's Spectrum Internet and TV. Just $44.99 a month each with Buster. Call 1-333-732-4499.
Derek knows everything about helping
she's
people. He doesn't know the first thing about how to buy a mattress. That's why Derek went to Sick Sleep and worked with Jen, who knows everything about mattresses.
This could be right fit for his flying option, and as he tries all their roles for you between tiny T-Rex, FD, CSCs, for navigation, and power windows. Morning. Oh, sorry, Henry Davis. And Brian is called Andy Davis Chrysler. Andy Davis.
That's why I switched to Mercury Insurance.
Who's that, man? No, that's it. Don't.
Safe. The entire world is just 64 squares. I can control it.
I've been watching your game.
This could be right there. Plus, a Toy Story could be safe. Since the first Chrysler seat and the scratch roll of work research nothing and standards will get. The 2014 Big Enclave. Anyways, in Dodgers go Carlston, more and join us.
Sports now, long-awaited homecoming for Russell Westbrook. The local hoops product already has championship hopes on his mind.
Our job is to come in and uplift him, and it is the same with me, vice versa. As the season prolongs, we will figure it out. There will be ups, there will be downs. That's normal. That's okay. We will figure out how to play the best way that we want to play this good winning championship.
The hometown basketball star was introduced as a Laker yesterday. Westbrook grew up in Hawthorne, went to senior in high school, and then played for UCLA. Still hasn't seen it as part of the team's career before growing up. Again, Westbrook, the Lakers had to trade 3 players, including Kyle Kuzma and his 2021 first-round draft pick to Washington. Halos have played 2 games yesterday down at the Big A. Blue Jays in town. They begin with the nightcap. Pick it up in the 6th. Bases loaded. Florida Uriel Jr. with a knock to center. That scores 2. Toronto took a 4-0 lead. But at the end of the game, drama. Angels loaded the bases for Shohei Ohtani. He couldn't catch up to the high heat. Blue Jays win it 4-0. As for the game, Angels were technically the away team. Bats were hot in game 1. Pick it up. Top third. Justin Upton squeezes one into left field. That scores Gosselin and Iglesias. Halos up 2. Top 6. 1-run game. Bill Gosselin knocks one into left. 2 more runs scored. Angels win it 6-3.
Take it out on the roll. Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Baseball play in MLB history. Trey Turner flew around third base, scored on a Will Smith single in the 5-1 Phillies last night. Box score will not
That's a company. That's
style points for that baseball ballet move.
That's amazing.
It's all opinion, yeah, good.
That is so cool. That is coming in all place. All right, good morning, everybody. We got clouds looking across us Southern California, but predominantly going towards clearing skies. Humidity is up today, and we could see some showers and thunderstorms coming up a little bit later on this afternoon. Burbank at the moment 72 degrees, same story in Santa Ana and Corona, 64 for Oxnard. We did have, right there, you can see, we did have out in Borrego Springs, there is some heavier showers in the lightning. There's some lightning offshore too. That seems to be dying down, but all the way through this afternoon, right there we got some of those lightning strikes off the coast of Costa Mesa, and we could get some more showers and thunderstorms developing as the morning and afternoon kick along. 70 at LAX at the moment, 73 at Van Nuys, 54 up in the mountains, Big Bear. Starting to get a little chilly overnight up through Big Bear. 85 degrees in Palm Springs, 77 in Knoxville, and Santa Ana at about 72 degrees. Your temperatures, 24-hour change. We're 7 degrees warmer in downtown Los Angeles. That's only because of the humidity in the clouds holding in some of that energy. 5 degrees warmer in Riverside, Palm Springs up 1, Big Bear down by 2 degrees at this time. Here it is, once again on the big picture. This high is going to be taking over the weekend, and we can expect to see some clearing skies, warmer temperatures for Saturday and Sunday. Then after that, the high starts to move up. Heading into Monday and Tuesday next week, we will get some cooler numbers. Looking at the Pacific West all the way through, 102 in Portland. They have just been having up in the Northwest an incredibly dry, hot summer all along, and breaking records as we go. San Francisco, out in the Vegas, 104, 105 in Laughlin, and 102 degrees for Blythe. In Phoenix, you can expect that temperature to reach daytime high about 91 degrees. 86 chance of showers, thunderstorms. 83 to 87 degrees for Saturday and Sunday. Monday and Tuesday checking in at about 84 and 81 degrees. Inland Empire 97, that goes down to 93 degrees, but it does warm up over the weekend. 101 for Saturday and Sunday. Orange County Inland 90, holding pretty steady anywhere from 89 to 90 degrees, and then we can drop off by Tuesday at about 84 degrees. San Fernando Valley 101, 101, that goes down to 94 and 93 degrees heading into Monday and Tuesday. That's it. Let's go to Ginger in traffic. Traffic by Spectrum Mobile.
I know, you notice something, even our low temperatures is pretty hot. Now we want to check some of the speeds. We have some plans to be on these different freeways. It's a great opportunity for us to really be able to compare these different freeways. The choice, like between the 10, the 210, or the Pomona freeways, those are all looking at pretty steady speeds, right? You can see it at about 58 miles per hour too for that 60. Leaving the 57 split through Rosemary, San Gabriel, Monterey Park, Montebello, Monterey Park, excuse me, up in towards East LA. I look at LAX, I feel like the drive has really improved here. There were times when we saw it and it looked kind of busy, but now it's a whole lot better. Speaking of really good, our drive through the Plano Pass, where we had some light challenge earlier this morning, everything is cleared out. It's exactly as we had expected it. We see the high cloud cover, not going to be a factor, but I do feel like people kind of look at that and think, oh my gosh, it could rain. You can almost see downtown there in the distance. Everything is nice and everything loads up right in about South Central, where I just normally be, right? I'll send it back to you.
All right, Ginger, thank you for that. Forget zombies. Sarah Wayne Talley has awakened her passion for radio dramas. We welcome Sarah in Vancouver. We're saying in the script that it's a podcast. This is not a podcast. Rather, it is a radio play, radio drama. How would you describe it?
Well, calling it in the industry, I guess, calling it a scripted podcast. To me, it reminds me of the radio dramas. I was sort of inspired by Fourth World, the radio play, radio drama, the North Coast this and messed up the world.
Well, speaking of inspired, really inspired, you wrote this, you starred it, you directed it. I have a vague idea of what that would be like for a project that we see on screen. For a radio drama, what is that like to do those things?
Well, it means taking all the zeros off your paycheck. I basically did it because with an audio drama like this, there's no budget, so in order to get it done, it just meant that I had to sort of do it all. But it meant that I also had a level of creative input that I've never had on anything. And that was really thrilling. I told a lot of other people's stories as an actor, and now I kind of got to tell one of mine as a writer.
And you've got big co-stars, David Harbour, of course, we know, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who, of course, you've worked with so successfully on Walking Dead. Were these calling friends for favors, or how did you get these people involved?
Yeah, okay, so get back to their